问题吗？我说他可以。
Who's more surprised about that win?
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Huh? Yes, we are very surprised.
Gee, thanks.
How do you feel now?
Yeah, it feels pretty good. No, yeah, we're pumped. We made a couple errors there early in that game. Led to a few runs, and credit to our team. We stuck with it. Defense came good. Offense, we swung the bats. We stayed in it the whole game and exploded there at the end. Pitching, outstanding pitching in those middle innings, just to keep the game close and give us a chance right there.
他说刚开始
看到两次烟火升空，不知道心里的感想是什么？因为毕竟他是全场2支全垒打都是他打出来的这样子。
So questions for Murphy. So how do you feel seeing the firework twice? Because he's the only person saw the firework after you hit.
Well, I think it felt really good. Obviously, I think that's the first time I've seen fireworks go off in the background after I hit a home run. I don't hit that many, I just happen to hit them at the right time. Really, you got to give credit to our team, starting with Tubby. It's just been an incredible journey. It really has, from the time that I stepped in Canberra last year all the way through the ABL season, winning the championship, and then ended up coming back here when I didn't think I would. It's just been an incredible effort. Starts with Tom Carter in the front office and works his way through Tubby and then the players. We just have such a good group. I don't think anybody in this room or anybody in this area would ever think that we had a chance in the tournament to win a game or even win two or the whole thing. So I can't be more thankful for everything that's happened. And I just thank Tubby and everyone else that contributed to that.
Question?
Sorry, Mr. Wells. I guess there's probably a few people that doubted that you should have been playing in the ABL at all. But what's sort of your response to them?
I just love playing this game, and my coaches over the last few years have just given me the opportunity to help us win ball games. If they think I'm the best person for the job at this time, they show faith in me, and I love playing for Michael. I love my teammates. They're fantastic bunch of guys. The last couple of years, just had a great bunch of guys, and we just want to play hard for each other and do well.
This is a question for Jake maybe. So before this trip, have you watched any games in the Asia series? How do you think the competition level of this tournament?
I haven't seen games in the Asian series. I've seen some of the the type of baseball and some of the events like the World Baseball Classic and such, but obviously the competition is very strong here. I think some people may question that with us winning the championship. Their first question is probably, well, if Canberra can win, then maybe the competition wasn't that good. But I think the real reason that we won and we kind of came out here and had a good series was that sometimes it's lost in baseball, guys playing for each other. People like to think that if you run out the best 9 players that you're always going to win, and that's just not the case. I've played on teams that have a lot better players than the guys in that locker room, but I haven't played on a team that has better teammates. And that's a testament to the philosophy that we have in Canberra, and I couldn't be more thankful to be a part of it.
Question from Japanese media. So he's asking if you want to have this, continue to have this tournament, so what's the condition? So if we have this tournament in the following years, so what's the rule of the Japanese team? So there's 2 points.
The what of the Japanese team?
What's the rule? What's the role? The role, R-O-L-E.
The role of the Japanese team?
Yeah, the role of Japanese team.
As opposed to the other teams, or?
This is for overall, for the impact of the Japanese team to this tournament.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm answering this correctly, but I've definitely noticed that especially when we played that Japanese game, the Japanese media and the support they had was great. So obviously they're a leader in baseball, especially in Asia. Even in the world. We've seen them in the World Baseball Classic. Competing on the world stage, and they're one of the greatest. Obviously, they have a huge influence here in Asia, And they're a great ball club from our perspective. So we love to play against. If we want to be the best, we have to beat the best, and we love competing against them.
Are you surprised about winning this champion? What about you? Yeah, no, you're feeling. What do you think?
Not at all. We set out last season to win the Australian League. We accomplished that goal. And then when this opportunity came up, we set out with the same goal. We were here to win. Obviously, this is a great competition. We didn't underestimate anyone that we played. So we knew it would be very, very difficult. But no, I'm not surprised. We set out to win this.
Murphy, I guess it's been a bit of a mantra for the team. We started at the bottom and now we're here. I guess tell us about what that saying means to the guys and what it now means to the guys as well.
I think, when you look at our team, you look at guys like, the people that we have on this team are not necessarily highly regarded baseball players. And some people, there are guys on our team that work 9 to 5s back in Australia, and they have families. They're not your prototypical professional baseball players. And last year when we won the ABL, that surprised a lot of people because Canberra had kind of been a city that had been beat up a lot as far as baseball is concerned. And so when we won that, and then we come here, we feel like we've come from many different places and probably not the highest regard of talent, but now we've managed to put together a really winning team, and so it's kind of a funny question, really, because the rap song. But I guess we started from the bottom, and now we're champions of the Asian Series.
For Mike, say after this tournament, what do you think about the skill level of the Australian baseball compared to Taiwan, Korean, Japanese professional league? And the second question is it because in the last two tournaments the Australian team didn't play well? Is that kind of a motivation to stimulate a better performance of this tournament?
Okay. In regards to the first one, we knew that the Asian style of baseball was very fundamental. Not very many errors. Pitchers can throw strikes with multiple pitches. Fastballs and off speed. And maybe the Australian way or the American way is a little more of a power game. Maybe a couple more errors. Pitchers throwing harder, but maybe not quite as much command. So there's a little bit of a different style there. But coming here to a tournament like this, we understood that we need to play quality baseball, fundamentally sound. Obviously today we made a couple of errors, but up until those errors we'd been very fundamental, which was probably led to our wins there in the early stages. The Perth Heat didn't, they had some great baseball games but weren't quite able to get over the line. So we looked at that and tried to improve slightly. But no, I think our team was motivated by each other. I got one thing for everyone. Can you just translate this? Just thank you to all the media and everyone here in Taiwan has been outstanding. They've welcomed us, they've embraced us, and been very supportive of us. I hope that that our translation, I know sometimes can get lost between English to all the different languages here, but we appreciate everyone and thank you.